And you went and found out some stuff about...
The guys actually building the big shiny skyscrapers in the world's biggest mall and the world's biggest aquarium and all that stuff. Right. Yeah, the guys who are being paid almost nothing to build it.
So they're being built by slaves?
That's not an exaggeration, yeah.
Really?
Once they find themselves out there and they realise how much they're getting paid or how much they're not getting paid, they're indebted by the time they arrive there, so it is bonded labour. A lot of Bangladeshi workers. So the local agents approach them in the villages. I can get you a job out there where you get paid £300 a month, which to them is an amazing salary. Pay me £2,000, 200,000 taka, local money. I'll get you out there. It'll take you 6 months, a year to pay off the £2,000. Then you'll start sending loads of money home, and before you know it, you'll be buying your family a shop or a farm or whatever it is. As soon as they land, their passports are taken away. They also then find out they're getting paid between £120 and £160 a month. And this is for 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, and living 8 men to a room, and in what we saw were absolutely squalid conditions. The first group sales team were adamant the workers building their projects were treated well. You know, the first group workers, you look after them?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they all have got like a staff accommodation. I think they're pretty happy to be here actually, because it's much more difficult to earn some money in Pakistan or in India. So it's all fine. I mean,
because it's important for us to know that.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Don't worry, there are no slaves here.
So this is what I found interesting about this is the common perception, even when I was there, is that it's good for them.
Yeah, it looks bad to us, but for them,
it looks bad to us, but yeah, it's good for them.
We can't get on site to interview the workers, but we're going to wait until they knock off, follow them back to their labour camp and see what conditions are like. This is pretty much how we worked for over a period of 3 months out there. Sneak in or speak to them before they went into the labour camp, because there's a camp boss at every single gate stopping people going in.
You're not allowed to talk to them?
No. So we'd try and grab them before they went in, and first impressions, are if you didn't know it was a place where workers lived, you'd think it was a place where the machinery was stored. No street lights. You can even smell sewage. Just sheets of corrugated iron protecting rows of huts. It looks like a shanty town. So how many? There's 2, 4, 6, 8 people in this room? 9 people. But before we could interview the workers, the camp boss turned up.
Speak English? Yeah, what do you? Huh? What do you? We want to see whether people are happy. Is it okay? Not okay. So do you want us to leave? Yeah. Okay. Sure? No trouble. Okay, well we shall leave now. Okay, on.
There was fear among the unit workers about speaking to us. They felt they could be sacked and sent home if they were discovered speaking out.
We'll see the living conditions are really, really appalling. Almost inhuman conditions they've been living out here. This is their very, very, very basic toilet facilities available to them.
That's the toilet. 2 toilets and 1 shower unit for 45 people.
Right now I seriously wish the world would wake up and look beyond the glitter to the actual darkness which is there behind. I seriously don't think there is a lot of moral consciousness amongst the employers over here. And I would not say just 1 or 2 companies. Most of the companies have absolutely no regard for the human life or the human element of this job that is involved over here. Absolutely no regard, no.
You see they're building a fire there. There is a hob in the building, but there's no gas. The company don't supply them with gas. So they just build themselves a fire out in the backyard, and that's how they cook for all 45 men.
So they don't have water, they don't have cooking facilities?
No, they're completely independent. Whatever they get, they scrape together themselves. Yeah, we spoke to guys who said all month they eat bread, rice, potatoes. That's all they eat. And I said, you know, what about meat or fish? Don't you ever eat meat or fish? They said 2 or 3 times a month they can eat meat or fish. And we went into one kitchen and we saw the guys cooking, you know, their luxury portion of fish for the month, and it was like 4 guppies. I mean, 4 fish like this big. That was all it was. They are easy prey for recruitment agents in their home countries, who charge them huge fees just for the privilege of working in Dubai. On average, they pay around £2,000, a sum of money so high that they have to take out loans or sell family land to pay it. Yeah, there are an estimated 3 million of these workers in the Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates. So if they're paying £2,000 each, that's, you know, some serious money.
What's that for?
It's called a visa fee, and it's supposed to cover the visa and the flight, which of course is much less than £2,000, but that's what it's called, is the visa fee. It's just a fee for the agent to arrange the privilege of being able to go and work in this paradise.
And is there actually a visa fee that you have to pay the government?
It's illegal for the company or its representatives to charge the workers for the visa or the transport.
There would be a contract signed in the host state, and he would then be flown to Dubai. On arrival in Dubai, that contract would effectively be ripped up. He would be paid sometimes half of what the intended salary was, and his passport would also be confiscated.
Well, they're largely not known in the first place. These men were shunted from camp to camp before ending up here either jobless or forced to serve out their contracts. The families they left behind do not receive any money from them. There is no get-out clause. Even if their passports were returned to them, they couldn't afford to go home. They're trapped.
Basically, yes, you can say they are in kind of a bondage to the company for the span of the contract that they are here.
Isn't holding passports supposed
Illegally,
to be illegal?
yes, there are a lot of things which are supposed to be illegal, but they still happen here, and it's very regular.
That happens very often. There are some laws in place. For example, there was a law introduced recently where if the temperature goes above 50 degrees, I think it is, the workers are supposed to, you know, down tools and rest until it gets cooler. So as a result, the temperature never went above 50 degrees.
How can it not go above?
Well, officially, it never went above 50 degrees. I mean, it did go above 50 degrees, but according to official records, it never went above 50 degrees. So workers never stopped working.
There is nothing for me. I borrowed from other people to buy food. It's been 5 months he has not paid me at all. I have begged for food or remained hungry. Somehow or other, I am surviving. My wife and children tell me to send some money or come back.